What's up, you guys? You're watching Sergio's Secret. Before I get started with today's video, all the links for everything will be in the description box. Give this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. We are killing it in the month of December, so I want to appreciate each and every single one of you por mirando mis videos. And today we're going to be doing an accessories alternative video. Now that we are back in full force, honey, we not playing no games. We sitting down in the chair and doing the time and filming some videos. And today we're going to be saying accessories alternatives. I know I may say handbags a little bit in this video because the past videos of alternatives have been handbags, but I do kind of want to do a little bit more of the accessories. You guys know I am the accessories person. I do know what I'm talking about. So I kind of want to say my opinion is 100% trustworthy because no one else does it like me. But the first alternative choice is we're gonna have the Coach Pillow Tabby, which comes in at $550 USD, and the JACQUEMUS puffered bag that comes in at $11.95. Now, can you guys tell me which one was the originator one? The Coach Pillow Tabby, and that's one that we're gonna be. You know, I always get DMs all the time. I always get emails. What bags do I prefer? All the time. And I'm always going to say for this one, I'm going to choose the Pillow Tabby just because the Pillow Tabby was the first one to come out. It is the originator, and then all these designer brands wanted to copy Coach's designs. I think for me, I just think of JACQUEMUS as a summer brand. I see that in all the videos about JACQUEMUS. I just think of it as a summer brand. When I think of JACQUEMUS, I don't think of long coats. I don't think of winter. I just think about like laying on a beach, south of France, maybe Miami, Florida. I really don't think about JACQUEMUS as a winter brand, and so therefore I think that the Coach one is not even the originator. It's half the price point, and it's also, I feel like that Pillow Tabby with the Coach branding on it, how they kind of structure themselves as a brand, I think it looks more seasonless, and it looks like you can wear it right now in the winter, you can wear it in the summer, in the spring, in the autumn. It just kind of goes with a little bit more. And so for me, the first one of the alternatives, the Coach Pillow Tabby is going to win because Coach is the originator, so put some respect on Coach's name, okay? Number two is going to be another Coach. I'm going to be doing the Coach Canvas Tote that comes in at $250 and the Marc Jacobs bag that comes in at $195. Now, I did do a mini YouTube short alternative, so I'm going to go ahead and play that video here. What's up, you guys? Today I'm going to be showing the difference between the Marc Jacobs tote and the Coach Cargo tote. Coach Cargo is $250, Marc Jacobs is $195. Coach has embroidery versus it has the Coach one is going to have a turn lock and a snap closure in the back and a dog tag with leather details throughout the whole bag, versus the Marc Jacobs is not going to have any compartments on the outside and is having PVC details on the back or the full bag. The Coach has metal hardware on the zipper versus the Marc Jacobs is going to have plastic hardware on the zipper. The inside has a zipper with 2 pockets. It's very wipeable on the inside versus the Coach non-wipeable, so a little bit more harder to clean and no pockets. This is the Coach with the embroidery detail, and this is the Marc Jacobs one. Both fit a 13-inch MacBook in it. Here is a side-by-side with the straps and how they connect with the hook. Between me, I would definitely pay the $50 more and get the Coach one. What do you guys think? So in that video, you can see that I definitely prefer the Coach one. For the Coach one, I love it just because it has a metal zipper. I like the pocket in the front and in the back. I like the dog tag. I like that it has genuine leather details. The canvas just feels more structured. It looks more sturdy. And then the Coach font is actually like stitched in on it versus the Marc Jacobs one. It just doesn't have those premium details as the Coach one. So for me, I would rather spend the $50 more and get all those premium features because I feel like it will hold up better. Not a lot of people are gonna have the tote bag like that. Like, you know, a lot of people have the Marc Jacobs tote bag. Not a lot of people have this newer Coach canvas bag. It's a little bit more refined, and I feel like it will hold up better, especially with like the zipper metal details and with the thicker fabric material. It just looks overall more structured. It looks more elevated. And so for me, the Coach one is going to be winning in my book. Number 3 is going to be the TORY BURCH Kira Quilted bag, which comes in at $495. You've seen these rolled out in your Nordstroms, in your Neiman's, and your other places. I'm talking like I work for TORY BURCH, I don't. But this will get rolled out in the wholesale account. So you will be seeing this bag be the spring bag of TORY BURCH. It is on the TORY BURCH website. The black and the white and some variations have already sold out. Bloomingdale's has already sold out of this style, and department stores bought heavy into this particular style. So this will be the Tory Burch bag of spring, best to believe it. It will be pushed out a lot. But that being said, I have seen this bag one time in person. I think that this bag is beautiful. I love the top handle. It just gives me very much Chanel 19 vibes. And then the bag that we're comparing it to is the Chanel 19. Now, you know, I just love the larger quilt on it. And right now, I think that, you know, Chanel price points are a little bit expensive, especially in the last recent years. I think Tory Burch has kind of remained to be a good price point, and so maybe $5,000 versus $500. I think that both are really great options. If you have the 5 bands and you want to spend on Chanel, it's double C's. I think it's going to be a good wardrobe investment, quote unquote. But if you don't have the five bands, or if you don't want to spend $5,000 on it, I think that this one's a really great one. I think both are great, but I think that the Tory Burch one is really pretty, and I cannot wait to see what other colors that they're gonna do this other than the black and white. It just looks so nice, so puff. I do like the Kira chevron, but I feel like chevron, you know, has had its day a little bit. I definitely prefer the larger quilts. It just looks more fresh, and it looks a little bit more of an updated version. And you know me, I am a big top handle girl. So if it's top handle, best believe that I'm gonna be in that bag. And don't be surprised if you see Mr. Secrets have this bag added into the spring collection, because like I said, if you guys are looking for a Tory Burch bag, this will be the main push. It will be the push for spring deliveries. So be tuned for that. Number 4 is going to be the Kira Tory Burch Dad Sandal at $278. This debuted last year and later spring, but it immediately sold out the moment that it came in black. And then there was one with black with a white sole on it. This will be another hot shoe. Just if you already have Miller sandals, I think that this is a great alternative. If you don't want Miller sandals, this is a great alternative. And what we're going to be comparing it to is obviously with the Chanel Dad Sandal. The Chanel Dad Sandal here in the US currently retails, the classic black quilted one is $15.75. So we're talking about like $1,700, $1,750 with tax, versus a shoe about $300 with tax. I would definitely go for the Tory Burch one, especially if you already do love the Kira collection. If you already have Kira jewelry, if you already have Kira handbags, I think this will all be grandfathered in, where it just kind of matches with all the other things that you have from Tory. You guys know if I'm doing a branded look, I want everything to pretty much be the same brand. I don't really want it to be this. I kind of like everything to be very cohesive, very seamless, and get the Kira top handle. So most likely see me with the Kira Dad Sandal, just because it's always hot here in Texas. And I think for me, I found out for me, the Miller sandals may not be the most flattering shoe on me, just because my feet is kind of weird, and I also don't like thong sandals a whole lot. Like the Miller sandal for me, I just think it doesn't work well with my white foot. But I have tried the Kira Dad Sandal, and I do like it, and I do like that particular style of sandal regardless of the brand. And so I think that one is gonna work for me. But for this one, you guys already know about my Chanel Dad Sandal. I didn't have the most positive experience, so I'm definitely going to recommend the Tory Burch Dad Sandal for this one. Next one, damn, we're doing a lot of Chanel comparisons in Tory Burch. This is the Tory Burch Clover sneaker. It comes in at $248. This is going to basically be the replacement of the Tory Burch Howl sneaker, which debuted at $198. This newer sneaker is $248, so it's $50 more, but there are more elements and more designs in this sneaker. What I do like about this is that it is basically like the Howl form of a shoe, where it does have that memory foam. So if you already love your Howl sneaker, this is definitely in your good luck trainer and your ladybug trainer. I think Tory Burch does really comfortable shoes. The manufacturer of Tory Burch shoes does a really good job of putting comfort into Tory Burch footwear. And so with the Clover sneaker, I just think it looks very clean, it looks very effortlessly. And what we're gonna pairing it to is the Chanel sneaker that's very similar in style, that's $12 or $13.75. I forget the price point, but I just love the Tory Burch one a lot more. And I think this year, I think this year, in the last few years, I kind of fell out of love with Tory, but Tory Burch and Sergio Secret are gonna be best friends, especially in the spring. We are back in business, baby. We not playing no games. So you'll be seeing me wear a lot more Tory Birch than a lot of other contemporary brands that I have worn in the past. Like, I'm not really a MARC girl right now because I worked there for 2 years, so I'm kind of tired of seeing a tote bag. So you won't really see me rep a lot of MARC going forward. You'll see me wear a lot of Tory, a lot of Demilier, Pull-In, more brands like that. But the Tory Birch Clover sneaker is definitely a win. Number 6 is going to be the Tabby, the smaller one that retails for $395 versus the Valentino Loco bag that is $25.90. Now I am going to say, I'm just gonna go and say it's another copy, kind of like the Coach Pillow Tabby with the JACQUEMUS. The Coach Tabby came out before the Valentino. They literally look identical, just with a different brand logo, and one has a dog tag and one doesn't. One has a chain strap, one has a leather strap, but they are legitly the same type of style. And so for me, am I gonna wear am I gonna be wearing a French brand, or am I gonna be wearing an American brand? I kind of want to wear the American brand a little bit more because I live in America. I want to rep Coach because I do love Coach, because Coach is a good woman to me. I love Coach. And so for me, $400 versus $25.90 is a huge chunk of money. If I have $25.90 for the Valentino and I can buy it without ease, or buy the Coach without ease, which one would I pick? I will still pick the Coach one. I think the Coach one has more of a grainy leather for the most of the tabbies, so it's gonna be wearing a little bit better, versus the Valentino is a little bit more of a smoother leather, so you will get scratches on it a little bit more easily. I think the Coach Tabby is gonna win this round versus the Valentino Loco. Number 7, which was a very controversial one because I posted something like this on TikTok, and Steve Madden actually commented on my TikTok account, because you know, yo siempre tengo la razón. And we're talking about the Hermes sandal that retails for $810, which looks like right here, that is so hard to get, that is so hard to reach, right here, versus the Steve Madden alternative, which is $90. And the reason why I'm gonna pick the Steve Madden one, and yes, they look very identical. There is a video on TikTok that I did see explaining why Steve Madden can get away with copying a lot of the shoes designs. I'm gonna leave her TikTok channel down below, but I'll put the video right here so you guys can see it.
Does anybody know how they're not in more trouble?
As a Harvard Law grad and an intellectual property litigator, I'm here to answer this creator's question about how Steve Madden gets away with making dupes like these of shoes like this Christian Dior shoe. Specifically, copyright law does allow for some protection on clothing, and this is a recent change as of the last 5 years. In 2017, the Supreme Court ruled that there can be some copyright on clothing, but only if you can separate the functional aspects of the clothing from the design. The way that pans out is that if you have a t-shirt, for example, and it has an image on it, if you can take that image and put it on a painting, then that image can have copyright protection. But the t-shirt itself cannot have protection because it's actually functional. And so if you have certain cutouts of the t-shirt, that's not going to be a copyright. And so the test is, can you separate the image that's on the functional clothing and almost treat it like a picture or a painting and see something copyrightable in that? And so in this case, for example, you would be separating the design of the shoe and just take basically the blue lines with the white cream line, depending on the Steve Madden dupe, and put it on a painting. And if you put that on a painting, yes, there's a basic level of creativity which is required for copyright protection, but the issue is that when you actually get down to the separating the image from the actual object, really one says Christian Dior, one says Paris, and how much copyright protection are we going to give to blue lines with white lines around it, on top of the fact that Steve Madden, I guess, was smart enough to make it tan lines, right? And so the reality is that when it comes down to it, if you literally take an image that was printed on a Christian Dior purse and put it on your purse, then they're probably going to be able to hit you with a copyright infringement suit and be successful. Here, even though Steve Madden has been sued a bunch of times, the reality is that the Supreme Court does not want us to be able to control what people are able to have access to in clothing. And so it's only if you have a really unique image. And when these are the sorts of dupes that they're coming out with, it's not unique enough to prevent them from copying.
So now that you guys saw that video, and also plus what I'm gonna add to this, Hermes was trying to make people play games for this sandal, so therefore I'm not gonna go jumps and hoops for, if I'm not gonna play for Hermes, Birkin, or Kelly, what makes you think I'm gonna play games for a damn sandal? If I really want a sandal, I will go to anywhere and buy a sandal, but I am not jumping hoops and crepes and all these other YouTubers, those people on TikTok jumping hoops to buy sandals. We live in 2023. You're really jumping hoops to buy sandals, begging for these brands to take your money to buy chanclas. Maybe I can understand the bags because I love bags more than shoes, but really, shoes, chanclas at that, not even a sneaker or a booty. So since Hermes wants to play games, want to make these shoes hard and refined, Mr. C Madden came through. I can walk to Nordstrom, I can walk to Dillard's, and I can go buy them right off the store. I can go to C Madden store in North Park. I'm not jumping no hoops. I'm not jumping no games for them. And so that being said, that right there for me lets me know that the C Madden ones are a little bit better. And I've also heard that the C Maddens are a little bit more wider friendly, which I have a wide foot, than the Hermes ones. So that also too plays a factor because I have a wide foot and I tend to wear mostly women's shoes. Last alternative, which because I like both, but I would prefer the YSL one just because I already have that in my collection and I don't see myself buying a bag. But if I were to restart, I would probably buy the first bag. So it's a Charles & Keith bag that looks like the Saint Laurent 5D7 bag. So the Saint Laurent 5D7 bag retails for $2,400 and the Charles & Keith bag retails for $76. So literally you can buy like 26 or 27 of the Charles & Keith bags for one Saint Laurent bag. If you do want that classy, no logo, people are gonna ask you where the bag is from because first of all, here in America, at least, people don't really know what Charles & Keith is. People are probably gonna mistake it for other brands, or they're kind of curious depending if you wear the bag super polished, super edgy, you wear it super nicely, you're gonna get compliments. That's one thing for me. I notice that when I don't really wear things with logos, people tend to ask me like, this cashmere jumper, oh my god, where's it from? I love the color. It's from the Row. I love your button up. Where's it from? Acris. You know what I mean? I don't have to have other people's names to feel confident or to, you know, we're going to a different topic. But you'll probably end up getting more compliments and conversation starter in the Charles & Keith versus the YSL because the bag already says YSL on it, so people can just Google up YSL mini hobo and it'll pop up, versus the one that you have, the Charles & Keith. People are gonna think, what bag? Maybe I should ask her. You kind of struck up a conversation. Kind of depends what you want. I have the Saint Laurent one. I love it. I use it all the time. It's about to be 2 years that I've had that bag, but the Charles & Keith one is a really, really great option and a really great alternative. But yeah, guys, these are my accessories alternatives. I did 8 from shoes to handbags. Another part of this video, because this is a really great segment that I will be doing because there are a lot of great alternatives out there. You guys know me. I always keep in track. That's why we always go shopping, or that's why we always do vlogs, so we can see what's new and what's out there, so me and you can both look on our A game. I want to say thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I love each and every single one of you. I'll be putting all the links in the description box just in case if you want to inquire about any of these items, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye guys, and take care.